Hello, today we're going to be talking about motion graph notes. These notes will take up 2 pages of your ISN. If you are not sure what pages that you're working on, please check your planner or check eChalk to make sure you're working on the correct pages. All right, the first page that we're going to work on is looking at distance time graphs. We're going to be looking at distance time graphs and speed time graphs. It's very important that you know the difference between the two and know how to interpret the information on the graph. So once you draw in your graph, let's talk about a couple of vocabulary words. Constant means that it's not changing. Stationary means that it's not moving or it's stopped. And acceleration means that there's a change in motion. It can go faster or it can slow down. So when we take a look at a distance time graph, this is the distance over here and time across the bottom. This vertical line lets you know that the car is staying at the same speed and going at a constant speed over time. The speed's not changing. Whenever you have a line that goes horizontal like this, that means that the vehicle is stationary. It's not moving anywhere. So if you take a look at 3 minutes, it was at a distance of 20 miles. 3 minutes later, it's still at 20 miles. That means it didn't move anywhere. Okay. Whenever you have this curved line, this lets you know that there's being a change in speed. First it was going slow and then it starts to go fast. So those are our main points with a distance time graph. Just remember that the more vertical a line is, meaning as you go from horizontal being more vertical, that means that the speed is actually increasing. You're taking less time to go a further distance. So once you finish that, we're going to move on to the second page, which is speed and time notes. All right, so on the next page, go ahead and put the title Speed Time Motion Graph Notes. So this graph has speed over here and time over here. It's a little different than the distance and time graph. This time we're looking at speed and not distance. So the lines on the graph are going to mean something different. In this case, this horizontal line means that the speed is going from 0 up to a speed of 20. That lets you know that you're speeding up. Your speed is getting higher. This horizontal line lets you know that you're at a constant speed. You stayed going 20 miles per hour for about 4 minutes. This line that's going back down to 0 is letting you know that you're decelerating or slowing down. Your speed was at 20 and it's going down to 0. On this graph, an object that is not moving or stationary is going to have a line that runs across 0. That means that its speed is 0 miles per hour. It's not going anywhere. So the one thing that I want you to do is kind of take a look at both the distance time graph and the speed time graph and kind of compare and contrast them, see similarities, see differences, so that when we're in class and we start talking about this, you have a little background knowledge when we start practicing. Once you finish with the notes, good job and keep up the good work.